turns and looks to you and sort of bows. Look at you inquisitively.
Seems like your people are enjoying themselves, Fireaxe. Looking over at the smell of blood and burnings.
They look forward to the battle there's to come. I have promised them much. They look forward to getting their revenge on the nation that has for so long held our people in chains.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
So the deed has been done.
Fawn is no more.
Sakkaroth, in an act of dramatic, will like toss down like Thorn's holy symbol or something on the ground in front of him.
He looks at it, and for a moment he seems a little even more saddened. He does says, I suppose it had to be done.
Hell had forsaken him, and now I have risen ascendant to his place.
As it was said last time we spoke. So now I suppose the time has come. He looks out. The time has come at last. The time of my betrayal.
Indeed. The bugbears and other things of that army is to be destroyed, Sakkaroth.
Looking out the tail flap of the pavilion, his demeanor sort of changes as he hears it, looking over the thousands of killers he has gathered. And he seemed to once be a jovial warlord, but now he's sort of walking heavily with burdens, perhaps. You see, just perhaps for a moment, as his eyes looks, his hand closing slightly. He could call out right now, bring all the horde down upon you, lead it to Mathurin and win. But that's not his way.
Would also be a bad idea.
Nods and says, yes, I've prepared for it. We are approaching a place. Says, we'll be there very soon. Does you have an army then, yes?
En route.
It will be here. It will make landfall on the shores of Talagard in 1 week.
Hopefully you have archers or something similar. Sort of walks.
Crossbowmen, I believe.
Brings out a big map of the local area. Again, seems to be something he's taken from someone else.
Cash will quickly, in her fluent goblin, ask him, why did you agree on this to begin with?
Looks sort of up from the map, in the middle of saying something, looks again and says, there was never any choice. I have had this. He looks out over them. I've been the king of my entire people, of all of them, of the entire north, for years now. And I've enjoyed every moment of it. For some, the payment comes before. For me, the payment comes now.
Does he say that in Goblin or in Common?
He says in Goblin. She then looks down upon the back down upon the map.
Do you wish to join them in the final battle, or do you wish to?
So, I've never led my horde from the front. I've always been the midst of my killers. And that's where I will remain.
So you will remain with your people?
No, it's... If you will have my escape, you will arrange this yourselves. I will go with you. Now, look here. As he points to the map.
Cash knots.
A few days' march ahead is a small town known as Brendleburn. He sort of takes some charcoal and there's clearly marked sort of a circle around the city. Just south of Brendleburn are the open fields surrounded on 3 sides by bluffs. My most trusted scouts spotted them a few days ago. The bluffs do not appear that high. They are made of loose rocks. Climbing them is all but impossible. An army that enters those fields is entering a slaughterhouse. If archers were hidden and taken up positions on the 3 bluffs and rained down death upon the force, little retaliation will be possible. The bluffs would become a natural battlement. There would be no cover for their targets, no way to retreat if cavalry was used to flank us from the rear. He sort of draws an arrow. An army so cornered would have only one choice. They could run across the entire length of the field, sustaining countless losses, and enter into this small break. He shows at the end, basically the other side of this sort of valley. There, they could take shelter from the hail of arrows and reform. Of course, he looks at all of you, if there were an elite group of infantry there to hold the break, then they would stack up at the entryway. It would be a slaughter. Holding the break, however, would be dangerous. Only the hardiest of the die-hards of my elite would make it so far. If they escape, they would never be able to call forth an army as this. True. But they would be much trouble afterwards, I imagine.
I think then that it shall be we who hold that pass personally.
The archers and the cavalry have already been arranged.
That's good then. I will be at Brandleburn in 7 days.
Oh, perfect timing.
Be ready. Cross the field at dusk. There will our glory perish. So looks out over the horde again.
Such second thoughts from you, Sakkaroth. It surprises me.
Says, I have always known the payment. However, it is a hard payment to pay. My life will change. The life I knew is over. It is a melancholic thing. My people, they will all die. Every single one of them.
Yes.
Ended from this land. And yet, I act without hesitation.
Good. That is indeed what we require of you, Sakkaroth. Do remember that you are capable and competent, and you have shown yourself to be an ally of us in the past, even when you didn't have to be. And we do not forget such graceful acting. No. There will be a place for you in the new regime, Sakkaroth. Do not fear that. You perishing would be a terrible waste of resources.
Bows. I do believe I was to originally be brought back as a guardian of that cursed northern cathedral.
I think better roles might be arrangeable.
And I will fulfill them as best I can, my lords. I have had my pay. Now it is time to serve.
Good. Good. Then we shall place our troops on those bluffs and hold the pass. And then nothing will escape. Nothing.
He slowly nods. Says, keep a hold of the last of the seals. One of you at least. So I will contact you when the time is ready.
So be it.
It will be on me for your knowledge, Sakkaroth.
He nods. Yes, Cardinal.
All right. So it's basically it's probably.
Aren't we glad we purchased those troops?
Yeah. Seems like a good investment now.
Almost too perfect.
As if something has intended for us to.
Asmodeus, thank you.
No problem.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna end up as not we had accounted for. Just like with Sher Gammon and the princess. You know, it seemed foolproof, but it wasn't.
No, something is going to happen eventually.
According
That's just how things
to
are.
chat, we promised to get the ice giants out of the army, but I don't remember that. Do you guys?
Ice giants.
Yeah.
Well, Queen.
That won't be an issue. We have a new leader.
No, wasn't that more like I'm gonna retreat with my people up to the north, just.
Yeah.
But she was allowed to do what the hell she wants to do with the ice.
Yeah, I don't think we said that we would
No, I don't think we have an
take the
obligation
ice
to
giants.
save.
Those are different.
No,
ones.
that's her to do. We are not gonna talk to
Yeah,
the
we're not gonna stop her if she wanna come down here and get ice giants. But I'm not gonna go out my way to save them.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
Do you know that's their problem.
We could tell Sakkaroth to position the ice giants in a way that they would be
The thing is, we're not like no one is escaping
kind of
this.
safe.
No,
Yeah.
no one is escaping this. We're gonna turn this bluff or
She
whatever
did
it
say
was
that
to-
she would want the giants to basically be out of any slaughter.
Okay, then we would if
It's a
she
condition of the deal.
Just have Sakkaroth send the ice giants in like a position where they aren't in the main battle.
no have them send them split them off from the main army.
Yeah, that's
Tell
what
them they're
Send-
going on a
send them
specialized
off-
mission
yeah.
and then send them basically.
Send them north on a specialized mission, super secret. They are to make up to the north because their queen is calling for them, and they tell them that they will make all haste, not stop for anything, just go north, back home. That is the queen's command.
Can't she do that as the queen there? Why would they listen
How
to her?
is she gonna
How is she gonna tell them?
Yeah, and
But
they-
she's
He stokes the brazier a bit more. It looks to be burning skulls. She looks back to you and says, "I'm sorry, I'm not the creature you have come to know. Says, my mind is heavy.
Then I suppose we shall leave you to it, Sakkaroth. Do send a word to those giants to make north with all haste.
Just as you wish. They'll do as I command. The Jarls are perhaps the more intelligent of my troop."
Good. Good. Then we shall see you in 1 week's time.
He bowed and says, "Yes, I suppose I will see you on the battlefield, although we might speak slightly before."
Very well. I guess we'll leave.
Kyron?
Teleport. Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Oh, again, as he goes to look out the tent flap.
Kyron, I grant you a
horde.
new title.
Royal teleporter.
Master of the ways.
You are the Inferno teleporter for us.
Infernal teleporter.
Oh, poor Sakkaroth.
Inferno teleporter.
Being all sad now that his friends need to die.
Yeah. You know what?
You
we
know,
might as well
deal
just
with
call
it. It
him
could be
Sad
worse.
Karoth.
Yeah, yeah.
He knew this day was coming from the beginning.
It's gonna be a genocide, but it could be worse.
We should just call him Sad Karoth.
Sakkaroth.
You know, Jonas, if I had said what you just said, I would get hate mail.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's not go there.
Sakkaroth.
So,
Oh, goodness gracious. Well,
we're getting through our people.
We are.
And as Melon asked, does he have a family? Well, you would know he most likely has at least a dozen shaggy wives. I mean, any bugbear warlord worth his salt will have that.
Who has what?
Lots of
has
wives.
Lots of wives.
Who has lots of wives?
Sakkaroth Fireaxe.
Oh.
The shaggy bugbear.
We're gonna kill all of them.
Murder.
They most
yay,
likely are pretty
hooray.
strong and sort of
Yeah.
brutal
Probably
in
pretty
their own
pretty
way.
fierce in a fight.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Should we go to Matherin and have a talk with old man Barca?
Suppose we
And
You want
could.
to?
basically lay down the lay of the land, like being, all right, we're taking over, and you can be on our side, and you will profit from it, or you can oppose us and be completely destroyed.
You have 5 seconds to comply.
Isn't it great to be better than everyone?
Yeah. Like, you know, this is again, we have the Cardinal with us, and it's like, yeah, we're here from hell. Basically, we are hell on this plane at the moment. We're taking over.
Hell
You know,
itself,
we
Hell
can
itself gives its regards.
we
Hello,
can
this is
really
hell.
we can really go wherever we want. Have we had those hours to rest yet?
I
No.
don't think we've rested yet.
No. How many teleports do you have left?
2.
Okay, so we can go and see Old Man Barkan.
I'm just saying we could go to Brendaskar
Why?
because
I'm not going
Those-
to Branderscar.
On one hand, sacking and pillaging Brandiskar.
yeah, you know those assholes.
I mean, I would just certainly like to go to Branskar and just raise it to the ground, but then again, I'm thinking maybe we need a good prison now that we're taking over.
On the other hand, how good of a prison was it?
Well, we're gonna up the guard. I mean, with that
Well, it
guy,
was
that guy
it
who
was
like
a pretty good prison. We just were better. And
No,
also, we
we
had
were-
Teodora's help, and she's OP at that point.
Also, everyone was drunk.
and everyone was drunk, and we still almost died. So
Yeah,
With-
we
with-
had
I almost drowned. Yeah.
with proper management, that place could be
we
pretty good to
had
have.
the DM with that was Graces.
There is a wizard there, I seem to recall. I should probably talk to him a
There
bit.
was a wizard. I don't know if they're still alive at this
Yeah,
point.
I should probably talk to him a bit. Hello.
We
And
never met.
I will add that it annoyed the hell out of me that my contact is at Brendaskar.
He's been there for a while, hasn't he?
I don't know if he's still there. He doesn't answer the sending.
You could just go to Brandiskar by yourself. You could just grab a teleport from someone.
Really?
Iron's magical taxi service.
Yeah, why not?
We
You're
can-
better
I
than
mean-
anyone at Branderscar.
I mean, we shouldn't split the party, really. We can certainly go and take a look there.
You know,
Well,
we-
it's just that we as a party don't really have any good reason to
No,
go to
like
Brandiskar.
Cash would basically ask us for a favor to go and
Also,
take a look.
also, petty revenge is quite nice.
But I mean, if Cash asks for a favor, sure, we could go there. But I would like, I think, to talk to the Barkan guy because basically he is one of the. He is an influential noble.
Yeah, sure, we can do that, but I'm just really annoyed that my only contact is at Brendaskar and I don't know if he's alive or dead.
Have you tried scrying?
If you wait a week, you can
I
ask
can't-
Asmodeus.
I can't
I'm not going to
scrub.
ask Asmodeus.
I could always
I
do
don't
a.
give a shit about her contact.
I have commune. That's not
We
going
have 3 people capable of doing scrying now.
Just not right now.
Just not right now, yeah.
2 people capable of doing commune. I have scrying still. I have scrying on hand.
You have
Do I-
scry on hand?
I have scry available. I can do it.
So who is probably the best person to talk to besides Manikai about if I wanted to have something made that would let me travel back and basically a teleport that only goes to one place?
You're wanting a word of sanctuary.
Basically, but I want to be able to go back. Basically, I want it to be like I set my recall point to wherever I am currently. I go to Farhold, and then when I'm done there, I go back to where I cast it originally.
You're gonna need
Well,
like
the easiest item would be boots of teleport. Or boots of teleportation.
Yes, yeah.
That could work, yeah. You can also, if you want to, set up a teleportation gate, basically making a permanent teleportation field on a place.
Yeah, but I wanna be able
want
to
to
go
change
to
what
Farhold from wherever I am. I don't want to put it like in my room, you know, and then it's like, well, now I have to go back to my room if I want to.
Then teleportation boots is probably the.
I guess so. Yeah.
yeah, the boot the teleport 3 times per day.
I'm gonna put another boot onto my boots.
Yeah, more boots on the boots.
Just saying, the boots of teleportation are 49,000.
I got that. Whatever.
That's fine.
Well, if Cash were to ask Azorius if he could scry on her.
If we have an hour,
We will have some time to craft after this, hopefully. So
if we have an hour where I can cast scrying, I will cast scrying with you.
Do we have an hour?
Depends on the party.
Party, do we have an hour?
You have a week.
We have a week until the army arrives. Today, I think we still want to go to talk to Mr. Oldbarker.
But no, we only have 168 uses of scrying.
And then we have a week of doing very little. I don't think that the bugbears are at Brenda Sky yet, so you probably have at least another day.
we
You couldn't leave today anyways, because all of our resources are exhausted.
Well, we only need 2 hours of rest.
We've already rested once today, technically.
Yeah, you can only rest once per day, so regardless of how long we have to rest...
We haven't rested today.
It's more than 24 hours since you rested. Well, less than
Okay.
24 hours.
Yeah, less than 24 hours.
We haven't rested.
Either way,
The
it
point
will
is,
be
time
tomorrow
we rested
before you
right
can do
before.
anything.
We rested right before we attacked the Agathi, and it hasn't been a full day yet since we rested, so...
Hmm.
Like, all this is just happening consecutively.
In that case, I may spend some money.
On where?
Go
I
shopping?
can go to we have like a week.
remember
if we have
there's a
some
purchase,
time.
There's a purchase limit. Remember.
Yes, I know. Basically, I want to buy a crystal ball and a boot to teleport.
Crystal Ball's already too expensive.
Boots of
Both-
teleport
yeah.
Is
are
it? Are they?
Yeah, the both are too expensive because...
Well,
Yeah,
at some point, I'll have someone craft them for
I
me.
think we had.
Hey!
I think we had 20,000 as a limit or something like that.
Well, oof. At that point.
Yeah, we have nothing that can buy 40,000 gold items.
I tried to
Yeah,
buy a
that's-
ring before and was like, nope.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, then at some point, I'll have Grigory Shirkov make me a true seeing crystal ball and some boots to teleport onto my boots.
So what
first
things
of
do you
all-
want to do during this week?
Uh,
a week.
well,
I have
do you mean
made-
as a group or
Yes.
as a group? As a group, I think we want to talk to Old Barca. We might
And
want to talk to
Ray.
Traitor Barca as well. Just
I
to,
Do we want to talk to Vandermeer?
Didn't he like go across the sea?
Yeah,
I
I,
ju-
don't know.
Screw him. But I want to talk with the Baroness though.
Baroness, yeah.
Baroness Velia.
And Teodora.
And Teodora. Want to talk to Teodora.
Teodora's the annoying. If she doesn't show up, we're summoning her.
We want to talk to Zeebos, Cerebos.
Yeah, we need to give him his name.
Mhm.
Maybe we can try to persuade him to work for us also.
Yeah.
He said he hates that, but we can give him an offer, you know, give him a job basically instead of force him.
Yeah, we're persuading him, not forcing him by true name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's more like, you do this little for us and we'll give you something.
Yep.
We have
Okay.
someone we need to kill. We need you to kill. And it's like, oh yeah, sure, I can probably do that.
In return,
I have a Shane.
here's some mortals. Have fun.
We have 2 chains. We can give
he,
them both to him.
he can dual wield them.
He will
Then we
therefore
can
be
call
known
him.
as
Then we can
2
call him
chains.
2 chains. Yeah.
The Sabers 2 chains.
So what's the first thing you want to do?
We have the option to do.
Well, we can start from the Agathim and work our way out, I suppose. So, could we use the summoning chamber to contact Cerebos?
You could certainly try. And upon just sort of saying his name, really, he will certainly appear.
All right.
We said the summoning chamber, so...
Talk to him.
You should probably be up here.
Yes, of course.
Being cardinal and all that.
Come, get on your berries.
Wrong room, buddy!
Get on your spokes of the pentagram. Everyone needs to go on their own
Hello.
spokes.
He'll appear there. Sort of, looks like a cloud of flame.
Oh, how fitting.
As she looks around at all, he says, "Ah, yes, my friends. You have succeeded, I've heard."
I assume Desita spreading the news or something.
This is, we see much. Now, you have a gift for me, I suppose.
Indeed, we do. As per our arrangement, Zacharias, picks up the locket, holds it up to him. This would be the thing, yes.
Undescribed and unlooked upon as you
The steps
requested.
close and says, "Yes." As she reaches out his clawed hand.
Yeah, Zacharias gives it to him.
Sure, he takes it. Sort of gives Zacharias a grin. He sort of steps back and says, "Perfect. Thank you very much."
Before you leave, Zeebos, how would you feel of, being in our employ for a few things? There is a,
What do you have in mind? Particular
Just-
task?
not right now. It is more an open contract, so to speak. We might ask something of you, and we will pay you in return.
Desita has spoken much good of you. Yes. And if you have a good offer for something I can do, then I would be glad to serve.
Zacharias nods. Would you... the tasks we have at hand would be things like espionage, assassination, terror.
This is my specialties.
Ooh, terror.
He nods. Good. Then I think we are actually in quite of the agreement here. He would he be interested in one of these frost chains as payment? Like we give him this, and then we have like
Scarfsman's I have better.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so the other ones were like.
How about 2 of them?
Yes. How about 2? Sure. All right. Then that is certainly fine. Will he give us a is it enough to speak the name he has given us for him to hear us?
Yes, I will hear if you do so. Just don't do it too much.
Oh, so sure.
I'll be around. I do enjoy a visit here to the mortal plane once in a while. Besides, this place is going to be a lot more friendly to our kind, I believe.
We have certainly one condition, and it is that you do not work to oppose our rule over this island.
This is why would I do so? My work would only be to spread the love of our dear father, people of this island.
And our dear father, who will have his eye watching far more over this place soon.
It sounds good to me then. Sounds we have an accord.
So, I shall go to a remote village then to preach immediately.
There is actually one thing, Zeebos. We do have a small grouping of insurgents around, most like remnants of the Mithran faith. We have a Grand Inquisitor unaccounted for, as well as the Princess. If you come across any of their doings in your many travels and preachings, do report it to us, won't you?
Of course, my lords. I shall report whatever I find, although I might just want to kill them first.
Take care, Zeebos. They are...
If they hide in the remote villages, I hope you don't mind if I get wicked.
No, that is quite fine.
Roughing up peasants is a pastime.
These poor people. These poor
He bowed and says, I shall enjoy my visit, a holiday from hell, although I tend to bring work with me. He says, as he then teleports away.
Wonderful.
No doubt to some remote place. The place, maybe an unknown fishing village or small farming community that is about to have a very bad day.
I will wait for the headlines.
New
One
charismatic
devil
creature.
terrorizes local priest. Crucified to the upside down on the church.
Oh.
I like his style.
Yes, that's going to be the new regime. Everyone's like, oh, that's quite nice. It's quite nice.
So should we try summoning Teodora?
I
And
mean,
here you should be able to say it, and she will likely hear it.
alright, sure. Let's talk to Teodora.
Do we have to say the name 3 times? Teodora.
Teodora. Zacharias whispers the name. Lustfully. No. Oh, Teodora.
I can't imagine Sakkaroth.
As he licks his imaginary lips with his imaginary tongue.
Maxes, you know.
Sure. I mean, it's free if you want to come here, and indeed she does.
Oh, look at you.
It's completely in white with her veil over her eyes. Looking almost as a mock of a mourning gown. She appears looking, doing a twirl around, looking all of you in the eyes as she does so, and says, Why, my lords, most pleasing to be here. She's round. So, I will apologize if I've not been very attentive. Recently, a burden was lifted from my shoulders.
Yes, there has been a...
Grins gleaming.
There's been a change in leadership.
And since we have been so graceful towards each other in our many exchanges, Teodora, and...
Smiles to Sakkaroth and says, Yes, dearest, we have had quite the ride.
Oh, how you tease me, Teodora.
Teodora, a fine bust you had, bud.
She seems in a rather good mood.
She blushes when you say the bust.
She lies there and says, The new cardinal speaks words unheard from the former, certainly.
I am not fawn. I will not let my. I will not put myself before hell. But myself speaks. I will speak freely to all around me.
We are indeed hell's most powerful agents in this country, if not most of the world at this point. Zacharias shrugs. Teodora, we have witnessed your viciousness in battle and your capable scheming. How would you like to keep working with us?
Struck likely says, last time I did not have a choice. However, if given a choice, I certainly would like to stay around for a bit. Says, I've rather come to enjoy this island, and the people who live here. If turned inside out, they get so enjoyable. It's a wicked smile.
We would have some conditions.
There's always conditions.
We wouldn't want you to unduly terrorize the population of this land. We plan to rule it, after all, and if everyone is turned into, well, chandeliers of the kind in your room, there won't be too many left to rule.
She bows, clearly proud of her work. This is really well then.
You may, I should think, preach to the masses of the new glory and the Father's love and all that.
Since I'm sure they will be very appreciative of my words and acts.
But wanton slaughter is not something we want at this point. We're trying to ingratiate ourselves somewhat to these people.
Terror in the hearts of the Mithrans, yes?
Yes, Mithrans you can do whatever you want with, as far as I'm concerned. He looks over to Vasurius.
Luckily, almost everyone is one in this kingdom. My husband says that is what I like about it.
That may change remarkably quick.
But oh yes,
But those who
Maybe
do not,
so.
those who refuse to accept the changes in the world, well, I mean, you've got to have your fun, right? Looks at Teodora.
Grins says, and so, Lord Cardinal curtsies. Again, she's almost sarcastic in everything she does.
There doesn't seem
Just
to mind.
Bill, if you would have my service and endure my words, she grins, then I will indeed offer that.
Excellent.
I-
We have finally found a date for Halthus.
I, as Cardinal, graciously accept this.
She looks to Sakura and says, I always imagined it would be you sitting on the throne.
He snorts.
What?
He's going to have his own throne at some point.
Yes, my throne lies elsewhere. I might show it to you someday.
He just
Dearest.
grins slightly and says, that would be lovely. Perhaps I could have a small one next to it.
Oh, you flirtatious Jezebel.
Sort of flickers for a moment, the word clearly stopping some of the illusions around her, the many tentacles sprouting from her, basically navel and below, writhing and reaching as her face turns into the
Well done.
the angry, hackish creature with fangs, just for a moment before she looks at him and sort of sneers.
Just grins back at her.
Don't do that.
Of course not.
Alexander says, I have been a slave for long enough.
I wouldn't dream of it,
The mood
Teodora.
completely changed.
You know me. Don't you?
He looks at Sakura, not really jokingly or anything. He says, I will be around. As she will teleport away.
Cash looks.
You had to make a downer on the mood.
Yeah, you're such an asshole. You know, Cash will say that to Sakura. You're such an asshole.
Zacharias laughs to himself. Ah, I enjoyed that.
Try not to do it too often. It'll be hard to get her to willingly work if you're constantly screwing her true name.
Of course not. Of course not. But she deserved a little something for the grief she has given me.
The reason she has been given grief, is because of all the bullshit she's been going through. She's been here on a slave longer than you have even been alive.
Yes, sympathy for the devil is a fruitful endeavor, I find as well.
You know, I respect her situation more than I respect yours.
He quirks an eyebrow. That is certainly free of you to do, Cash.
Oh, believe me, devils are much more alive than you are. Trust me, I've tried.
Life is a condition.
A condition you could
Thorak
not
is
have.
immune to it.
A condition you could not live with. I know. I'm leaving.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Cash stops for a second and just leaves.
Does anyone know where I can buy some giant braziers?
I imagine there will be a fair market for them quite soon.
If not, I'm sure I have a feeling that some houses can be quite quickly converted. It sounds like there's going to be some
What?
To giant braziers.
What is he doing?
Exploring.
He's just standing there?
Oh, he's walking around. He hasn't been here before.
He's trying to say, like, what the hell is this place? There, by the way, if you're not, there is a sign on this door, on the double doors at the very bottom saying, do not enter.
Which one was...
Off limits.
Which one was Cash's room? Was it that one?
We'll let Grigori handle that, I think.
I think the top right was Kyron. I think yours was this one?
I know this is mine. This would be the new paladins.
Mine is Marcel Wolfram's old room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got rid of your old one, so we have another 3.
Yeah, I guess we gonna rest for today, and maybe tomorrow we will go and talk to Thrain.
Sure. So you rest. And the next morning you have a meeting with Thrain.
Yes.
In the evening, as usual.
Just reset my spells. But
Yeah, a seminar discussion.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to answer some questions about your religious doubts. Something it seems he's booked for rather often these days. And when you come in, he seems rather grumpy.
Yeah.
He's in a very bad mood.
Grumpy Thrain. Do we have a token?
I could get one for him, certainly.
so many spell slots I used.
And now they're all back.
Mm-hmm. I'm going through and changing all my used boxes to all like empty ones. It's like, oh god, too many things.
Here.
Let's teleport. Oh, Thrain. Look at you.
Iron.
Look at you. You need to smile more often.
I don't think he's capable of smiling.
He doesn't seem very good at it.
No.
He also does not seem to really like being with the Mithrans a whole lot, even though he's been there for his almost entire life.
He tried to smile once, but he got such incredible cramps.
Does Cash want to go?
No, she's not really interested in Frayne.
Alright.
Don't want to explore Garston Hall anymore.
You know, if we're going to Gaston Hall, Cash just gonna stay there because she is freaking tired of this place.
I mean, I don't know where we're staying now.
Disguise and go somewhere in Gaston Hall.
She doesn't have a way of disguise. Well, if she still has the tiara of Thorn.
Technically, you can't scry you it now with it now.
Yeah, Zurius probably could though.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
he knows where
I
she
can
is.
do that.
She has non-detection, so...
Jake, I'll remind you, I have samples of everyone's blood.
Yeah.
Except my
She
prizes.
hasn't really anything to do in Gaston Hall.
You can go and hang out there. Get a room at the Dragon's Hoard.
No. Fine, she'll go to the Dragon's Hoard.
You can go wherever you want.
You know
You'll
what,
go-
Kyron will join you. Make sure you get VIP treatment.
You know what? Sure, let's let's do
Marcus
that.
doesn't really care about Thrain either, so he'll
They
join.
can go to there. Marcus will go there
Get
too.
drunk.
Yeah, well, unless Kyron wants to teleport him into Farhold for a while.
So who actually will go?
Sakkaroth will go.
I'm going.
And the Thrain looking up at you. You should not have slept a whole lot.
Has he been up all
So-
night crying?
Welcome.
He's up all night to have fun.
I think he's been all up crying.
He's up all night to get lucky.
There we go.
I see you are still alive.
Very much
Or
so.
rather, in existence.
Sakkaroth has his human
Yeah,
disguise
obviously.
up every time he's
He knows
out,
about you.
out and about. Yes. As we spoke of last time we met Thrain, the deed is done, and Thorn is cast out.
As much has happened since the last time we met.
Yes. What is this current state of the church?
So the church itself has felt little of the tremors you've caused. The church is broad, large. Very few of them have any sort of idea that much is underway. They are farmers, priests, locals, scholars.